So variable is what? It's a container which can hold the data. Okay, it is used to represent the data. We need what? Variable. Okay, to represent the data we need variable, or we can say sorry, we need data type. Okay, to represent the data we need what? Data types. Okay, not variable, we require what? Data type. Okay, to represent the data we need what? Data type. Okay, that is okay. Represent data we need variable. Okay, so which kind of data? That is what? Data type. So here is having something for the data types. Okay, so I'm writing here what? Data type. Okay, to represent what, which kind of data is going to be stored, that is what we need. The data type. What is the type of data? Okay, so here x is what? Variable, and it is storing something, assigning the 100 values, that's holding the 100 values. Item price is the variable name which holding this one, but it is not having the data type. Okay, so in the statically typed programming language, for example Java, we must have to represent the data types. That is what here. So integer is what? Data type. That means it's representing that x is storing only integer value. Okay, the float, it's a data type. That means it representing that the item price is the variable name which is storing the what? The type of data, it's a float kind of data. Okay, grade is what? Variable name, and we are providing here the data type, that is char. That means storing the single character data type. Okay, single character, that is what? Char type. And if you want to store the some character collection of character, that we read here the string class. Okay, string, and you can write here variable name. Okay, so we've seen the primitive data types, non-primitive data types. Okay, and we can see here what? Size. So for 1 byte, what is the size and description? Okay, let us see some description for this. Okay, so you can see the type description, data type description. Okay, and the size. You can see the some description for this one. Okay, let us see some description for this one. Okay, so it is used to store what? Whole numbers, and what will be the range? You can see the description in the range. Okay, that means the range. What is the range of this integer value or byte? Okay, it's store whole number only. Okay, that is whole number, not fraction. And the range is from what? -128 to 127. This is the range. Okay, so if you mention the data type is bytes, so it's only store -128 to 127. Okay, this is a range, and you store the 1 byte. Okay, and if you use the short, okay, what is the short? Then it is going to be stored. The range is what? We have the something range -3 to 768 to, okay, positive 3 to 768, -2 positive. So minus is also the integer value. Okay, then short and bytes. Okay, so only difference is that size. And if you use the data type is int, then it store the whole number is having the good range. Okay, because it's holding what? 4 bytes storage area. So having the range is what? Recent range -2 comma 147. Okay, comma 483,648,2. So same thing is what? Positive. The numbers will be the same. Okay, the sign is going to be changed here. Okay, that is. So if you written here -1 to -1 to 2, that means -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, like this way. So if you providing here -1 to 5, that means how many numbers will comes here? -1, then 0, then 1, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is the range. Okay, this one, like this one. So suppose if you using here the long, so it is going to store the big value. Okay, so what will be the value? Let us see. Float having the double range. Excuse me. Sorry, long having the something double. Okay, so what will be the range here? So it's a different range. -9, comma 223, comma 372, comma 306, comma 854, comma 775, comma 808 to positive value. Okay, so no need to remember this range. Okay, no need to remember this range. It's just understanding. Okay, it's a just understanding point. Okay, and now for the floats will also okay. So just range will be the difference. So okay, that store what float is store what whole number? No, store was what fractional number. That is store the fractional number, and it's sufficient for storing the 7 digit. Okay, you can see here the sufficient. It's sufficient for storing 7 decimal number, 7 decimal digits. Okay, this is the range. Okay, then we have the double. So what is the difference between float and double? So float is going to store the 4 bytes and double is going to store the 8 bytes. But both are used for what? Fractional. Okay, both are used for what? Fractional. So it is what double means it is 7 decimal digits. So it is going to store. It is can use for what? 15 decimal digits. Okay, and the boolean is for what? Store true and false values. Okay, true and false values, and character only stores a single. Okay, single characters, single digit, or you can say the single character. So character maybe or digits. Okay, and later you can say, or you can say the digit also. Digit can be okay. So if you written in the single code, that will become a character. Okay, so this is what data type, chart, and range. And today we are going to see the some example for variable and data type. Okay, let us see the some example on variable and data types. Okay, let us see the example on variable. Let's open our this one, and today's our date is what? Day. You can say day 4. Let's create one package. Okay, everything I will share with you. Okay, just after the 2-3 days, I will make automation folder there in the Google Drive. Then I will share the notes as well as programs. Okay, so let's create here one package. Okay, what is that package? Create one package, then can write here the day 4, Okay. And inside the packet, what we are going to do? We create the Java files. Okay, inside the package we create what? Java file. So just right click on here and just click on the new, and you can write here what? Class file. Okay, class is nothing but a Java file. Okay, so what will be the extension? That one, dot Java. Okay, so let us write the class name properly. Okay, so I am writing here variable demo. Okay, and include here the public static void main method. Okay, so why we write here the public static void main in the Java? So that will I will explain the later. So this is not the right time to explain this one. If I am explain again, you are not understand this one. Okay, so what is public, what is static, what is void main? Okay, the string arguments here just, so I will explain later this one. Okay, so that you will understand clearly, because we need some few concept should be clear so that you can understand well. Okay, right now I have explained, so you will not understand properly. Okay, so now I have created here the uh, class file means Java file inside the package, and now I am going to write the code. Okay, so let's say I am going to remove this one. Okay, so here I am going to write the code for just a variable demo. So how we can declare a demo? So suppose a is what? Variable name. So you can write any variable name, so that having some proper rules for writing the variable. So we cannot start a variable name from digits. Okay. So like 100, so this is invalid. You can see here the left hand side of the assignment must be the variable. Okay. It's giving us some error kind. So once you remove this one, so it is valid now. Okay. So now again it's showing the something error. What is the error? Okay, because we are not provided here the data type, that's why it's showing the red color error. So what we need to do, we must have to provide the data representations. Okay, so a is holding the data, but which kind of data a is holding, you must have to provide here, because Java is what? Statically typed programming language. So I am providing here int. Okay, this is what int is. What int is a data type, so that means a is holding the integer type of data. Okay, now this statement is valid. Okay, so this is what the variable declaration as well as initialization. So now just I am going to declare the variable. Okay, how we can declare the variable? We must have to provide a data type. Okay, and then variable name. This is what the variable declaration. So we can see here declaration. Okay, so we are just declaring the variable. That means in the program, the latter, we are going to use this variable to hold some data or to store some data. That's why we are going to use the some variable. Suppose if you want to store the student data, so what we have, the students have the roll number. So what will be the data type for the roll number? Is int. Okay, because it is going to store the whole number. So student also have the name. So what will be the data type for the name? That is string. Student also have the marks. Okay, marks, that will be, we have to store in the float. Okay, that will data type will be the float. So we have the different variable, and later we can use the values. Okay, so that we have to identify the how many variables we need to assign or declare first. Okay, how many variable we need to declare first. Okay, so we have to identify. So this is what variable declaration. Okay, this is what variable declaration. So what is the syntax? Okay, the syntax for the variable declaration is what? First we want to write here data. Okay, data type, and then you can write here what? Variable name. Okay, so we can write here the variable name, that is what? 1 comma variable name underscore, or you can say the 2, and so on. Okay, up to the n, right? So this is what the syntax for declaring the variable, declaring the variable. So we can write a multiple variable in a single line, no problem. Okay, we can declare the variable, multiple variable in a single line, but that all this variable will be only the same data type. Okay, that will be the same data type. Okay, and if you return here the a is equal to something 100, now you can see the a is declared already. Okay, that's why it is not providing the any kind of the error. But if you not declare the a variable, so here is providing the kind of the error. Okay, so a cannot be resolved at the variable, right? So this is what the error is. So first of all we must have to declare the variable. So now the program can understand here A is declared and A is going to be stored the only integer kind of data. So in the latter, whenever you are going to use the A value, it is only store the integer kind of data. So now I have assigned here A is equal to 100. So in between, we have used the one operator. That operator name is what? Is equal to, right? This operator name is what? Is equal to, and this is equal to operator is known as the assignment operator. Okay, this operator is known as what? Assignment operator. Have you got my point? A is equal to 100. That means the value 100 is assigned to the A variable. Okay, the value of 100 is assigned to the A variable because we have written there the is equal to means assignment operator. Okay, so this statement is known as assignment. Okay, this is known as assignment. Okay, so this is what variable declaration and this is what variable assignment. Okay, value assignment, declaration and variable. So can you write the variable declaration and assignment in a single line? Yes, we can. Okay, then how we can write this one? Suppose, so let me comment this one. Okay, so now we can write variable declaration and initialization or assignment in the single line, right? That is also the possible. Okay, we can write variable declaration, that is what declaration, and this is what assignment. Okay, so this is what variable declaration and initialization. Okay, so we have declared the variable, also initialization means initially we are assigning the value to the variable. Okay, we can say the initialization or you can say the assignment. Okay, here we can say the assignment, the value is assigned to the A. So we have declared as well as assigned. This is also the okay. Okay, this is also the statement is valid. Okay, so what we can say here, the declaration. Okay, this is also the valid declaration plus assignment. Okay, declaration plus assignment, right? Okay, this is a declaration as well as assignment. So suppose if you want to print this one, so system dot out dot print. Okay, let's use this one, and then we can print the value of A. So just we can write it. So can you tell me what will be the output? Yes, what will be the output now? What is going to be print on the console window if I executed this code? Yes, hello, what will be the output now? Yes, 100. Okay, so let's I'm going to right click and run as Java application. You can see we are getting the 100. So there is a no error for while declaration and while assignment. Okay, so now we have this one little approach, so we can go ahead like this way. Okay, now we have something different things. Okay, okay, suppose we have the multiple variables. Okay, uh, we have the multiple variable, then we have to declare. Okay, so and declaration as well as assignment. So but the integer A is equal to something 100. Okay, and then again I am using here a different variable to. Okay, second variable, we have the third variable like this way. Okay, so this is what we can write like this way, or okay, we can declare and assign in this approach. Okay, and you can use here the SOP system dot out dot println for printing the data. Okay, so here I am writing A comma B comma C. Okay, so it's what is showing an something error. Okay, so why it is going to be showing this error, just I'm going to only write the single one. Okay, so recent I'm going to write single then later I will explain you. Okay, how we can print all this variable in the single line. Okay, this one, 2, and 3. Okay, just a change here, b and variable name. Okay, and now let us print. Okay, so this is what the 3 lines I have written extra. Okay, because integer, all this abc are the integer category data type, but their values are different. Okay, this holding the values are different. So now let us, I'm going to execute this one, so we will get the output of 100, 200, 300. So now this is the one approach we can declare and assign this value like this way, but we can use the same content but in the different way. Okay, so how we can give here multiple line comments. Okay, just comments here. I'm using here multiple lines comment. So now the same thing I want to use. So just first of all, just I want to remove comment first. Okay, the same test statement I have to use. Okay, so without writing this tree statement for what, uh, declaring an assignment, so I can use this one in the single approach. Okay, in the single line you can write. Okay, how this is also valid that I'm going to write here. Okay, so instead of this one, how I can write all these abc variables are single same kind of data. Okay, that is what integer only, right? So that all are the integer category data types. So we can use here integer, then a comma b comma c. So we can use the multiple variable, right? We can declare here the multiple variable. Yes. Okay, so now then you can assign the values of a b c. Okay, then here a is equal to 100. Okay, use the semicolon. Okay, every end of the statement we must have to use a semicolon. Okay, then 200, then c is what, 300. This is also the valid. Okay, the base, this is depend on you how we are going to declare and assign the variable. That is totally depend on you. So in this approach what we did, integer a is equal to, that means initialization and declaration and initialization, or you can say the assignment we have performed in the single line. Okay, for each variable. So we use here the 3 different lines. And in this second approach what we did here, just we we just declare the data type as int, and we use here the variable in the single line, that is a comma b comma c. Okay, this is what the second approach. And then after declaring this variable by using a data type, then we have assigned the value to the variable. Now here no need to write a data type. Okay, so this is what the second approach, and let going to execute this code, so you will get the same output again. Okay, this one. And again the approach number 3, so we can use a different way also. Okay, let us see the approach number 3. So, and now instead of writing this one, you can write in the single line, we can declare and assign the value to the variable in the single line. So let us see here, you know how many lines are used here, 3 lines. Okay, so here are used the 4 lines, right? So the developer is always write the code to use the minimum number of variable, to use the minimum number of lines of code. Okay, that is skill of the developer. Now just I'm going to use another approach. Okay, approach number 3, then how we can declare this one, the declaration as well as uh, assignment of these variables. Okay, now let us see here the approach number 3. Okay, so in the approach number 3, the same things how we can use, just use here all these variables are the same category data type. That means I am use here the int, it's the common for all, right? This is what common for all. So now here I'm using the first variable name is a, and directly I'm going to assign the value of a, that is 100, and then you can put the comma here. Okay, that is separated by the comma. Then you can take the different variable, this is another variable is 200, and put the comma and space. Again you can use the different variable, third variable is c, and you can use. And now I don't want to use the other variable right now, so you can put the semicolon. Okay, that is end statement. Okay, this is the end of the statement, right? So this is the another way you can declare and assign the value to the variable. Okay, this is the approach number 3. So which approach you are mostly useful and easy for you, then you can use as per the requirement, as per your understanding. Okay, and the last approach is good for this one. Okay, because all these variables are integer category data type, so we can also write declare as well as assign. Okay, so let us execute this one, you will get us same out. Okay, so this is the example for variable declaration and assignment. So if you have any doubt, so you can ask me now. Is there any doubt for declaration and assignment of this variable? Yes.
No, so far so good.
Okay, so now I want to print the data in the different way. Okay, so here is just I'm going to write what the comment. This is what printing the values of variables. Okay, and now I want to write to print the values of A, B, C in a single line. Then how we can write? Okay, that's I have discussed, right? I have shown. Okay, so I am going to show you how we are going to write. So if you want to print the values of A comma B comma C, so it is going to be an error, it is going to produce an error. You can see here this is something is error. Then how we can print more than two values or with the statement? Okay, in the SOP, so we have to use the concatenations. Okay, what we need to use the concatenation. Suppose I want to print the value of A. Okay, so it is going to print the values of A directly, but I want to see the A is equal to 1000 I want to print. Then how? Okay, then how? Suppose you can write the something, I want to display some messages. Okay, so the value of A, okay, then is equal to, okay, and then I want to print the value of A. So what is the statement for this one? So we have to use here the plus sign. That is for what? Concatenation. So whatever you are going to write in the double quote, that is going to be printed the output. Okay, yes, copy. Whatever we are going to print, whatever we are going to write in this SOP in the double quote, the same thing is going to be printed on the output. Okay, agree? Then what is the meaning of this plus A? Okay, we have not written in the single quote or double quote. So plus is what? Concatenation. A means what? Value of that variable A. So what is the value of current value of A is 100. So what will be your expected output? So here is going to be print value of A is equal to 100. Okay, so the value of A is equal to 100, right? So let us print, let us execute, and it's showing the some kind of the error. Okay, so there is a something error, so let us identify what is the error. Okay, so system.out.println, and you can see here the line number 37. Okay, so we are getting the error here. So if you have understand what is the error here, okay, so can you please tell me where is the error? That is what println, right?
Yes.
So our statement is okay. You can see our statement is okay, valid or not. Println system dot out dot println. This is what statement is okay. Okay, statement is okay, and we have written here the double quote value of A is equal to, and then we have put here the comma and this plus A. Okay, so let us see here something. The print ln int die print string is not applicable for the argument string int. Okay, so here the string args and something we written here. Okay, so value of a is equal to this one. Okay, control Z. Okay, so the println we use for the str string, and why it is not going to be print here. Let us, I'm going to execute one more time. Plus sign is for the concatenation, so variable. Okay, so a is integer category data type, and we use here the print. Okay, instead of this print ln, so I am going to use here just a print, but that is also okay, no problem. But why it's showing there error? Okay, print ln, and the value of a is what? Plus, okay, plus a, right? So the unnecessary the comma I have written there, and now we can see there is a no error. So whatever you are going to write in the double quote, that is going to print in the output. Okay, and the plus a is, plus a means what? Plus sign is used for the concatenation, and a is for what? The value. Okay, so instead of this a, the values get printed. Okay, so now let us execute this one, and now you can see the value of a is equal to 100. 100 means a plus a. Okay, can write anything whatever you want. Okay, so value of a, okay, something, you know, whatever you can write in this double quote. Okay, so that is same, the message will be print on the console, right? The same message will be print on the console. You can see here the same message is going to print on the console. Yeah, up to the is equal to, okay, up to the double quote, up to the double quote, or this message will be displayed. But here is what? Plus a, that means what? The value of a. Okay, so value of the a is going to be print. Okay, plus a means concatenation. Now, so in the single statement I want to print here the value of b also. So then how we can print here the value of b? Okay, so in a single sop, in system.out.println, okay, so one can print here. Then so actually we, the comma is not applicable here. So again I want to print here, so you can write here the value of, okay, you can write here the value of b is equal to, so here I want to print the value of b. How we can print here? Then plus b. Okay, that is for what? Concatenation. So now, so but it's producing then error, then what we need to do? We have to use here the plus sign. Okay, so a plus a, that is concatenation. Okay, and now this error is removed. Okay, that means we use only this double quote up to the here, then values get printed. Okay, value of a is get printed, and again we are using the plus and concatenation. The value of b is equal to something, and here after this considering this string, or printing the string on this console, then the plus b, it's a variable. So plus b, what is the value of plus b? Is 200. Now what will be our expected output? The value of a is equal to, that is get printed, and plus a means 100. Okay, and value of b is equal to 200. So this is going to be executed, and this is what we are getting the out from the console. So there is a no gap between this one, right? So what we need to write, we need to some gap, so we can give here the gap. Okay, after double quote. Okay, so that can look better. Okay, so yes, the gap is added. Okay, the same I want to print for the value of c. Okay, you can write here, use the simple space. Okay, and value of c. So what will be the, where it is going to store, where is the value of c is stored? In the c. Okay, so so we are giving here the error, so we need to use here the plus sign, that is for concatenations. Now the uh, error is get removed. Okay, so you can get the single line output. Okay, value of a is equal to 100, value of b is equal to 100, value of c is equal to 300. Okay, so if you don't want to print the content, or you can say the string with this one, and still you want to print the same three values, so we can directly use here a b c, that's it. Okay, So how can I use here the plus a? Okay, a is here, then use here the plus b, then plus can use the c. Okay, plus a without, if you don't want to use here what the comments or something. Okay, so we need to use here double quote then plus a. Okay, double quote or plus a, or you can start with like this way, a then plus and then double quote, so that it will the space. Okay, then again we have printed here the space. Okay, for a plus, and now you can execute, so the value of a is printed here 100. So after that I am giving the some space and using here the plus b. Okay, so there is a difference, there is some space between the a and b. Now you can look at here, there is some space between the 100 and 200. Yes, because I have used here the white space. Okay, the double quote, and I want to print also the c, then how we can write here plus c. Okay, so here we need to something space, right? For b I want to use some space. Okay, so that I can use here the left side or right side, no problem. If you use here the right side, then you have to put the plus sign here. Okay, and also we need to put the plus sign here, because this is what concatenation with the with this is one string and this is one string. Okay, and for the c no need to write. Okay, it's automatically get, for the c that will be automatically get, no issue. Okay, so if you're not understanding, so you can take here the like this way. Okay, no problem. But double quote is get started, double quote get completed. Okay, started and completed, starting and completed. Okay, now you can execute. So you'll see here the values a b c. Okay, 100 200 300. So this is the way you can use. Okay, we can use like this way, or for the single way we can write. Okay, that I have already explained. Value of a. Okay, single value of a is equal to, or a something is. Okay, and then you can use sorry, no comma, just to use here the, okay, something I have to use here, and plus a. Okay, right. Okay, now you can see value of a. Sorry, just change the variable here. Okay, what you are going to write in the double quote, that it doesn't matter. Okay, but value you have provided here the variable name, that is the matter. Okay, because you provided a plus b, so it will take the value of b. If you provided a plus c means what? Just concatenation. Okay, concatenating, right? So value of a b c like this. Okay, so this is just a variable declaration in assignment data types. Okay, so do you have any doubts? If you need any other combination in the system.out.println, please tell me. Any combination if you not understand, so please tell me. Yes, is it clear? Yes, this is okay. Or if you have any doubt here, can I move forward to the next program? Yes. So this is a program for what? Data types and declaration. Okay, data type declaration, variable declaration and data type. Hello. Yes, is there any doubt here? Okay, it's clear, everything is okay. Now yeah, I'm checking the another program for data types. Okay, next program, data types demo. Okay, so we know how to write the data types. Okay, we have to mention the data type, then variable name. Okay, what are the numerical data types? Okay, first we see the numeric data type. Okay, numeric data type. What are the numeric data type? We have the byte and they have some particular size for the every data type. Okay, the byte and short, then int, also the long. We have different size. So first of all, we know how we can declare the integer. Okay, so integer, then a is equal to something 100. That is what whole number we use. If you want to print a whole number, then you can use your int data type. Okay, so we can declare and assign like this way. Okay, so is it okay? So you can print here the value of a, value of b. Okay, so the system dot out dot print ln. Okay, so want to print here the value of a, then how we can write the double quote, the value of a is, okay, whatever you are going to write in double quote, that is going to be print in the output. So I'm going to use a plus a. Okay, so that means the value of a is get printed. Okay, can execute and you can see the value of a is 100. Okay, let us, I'm going to copy paste this same statement. Okay, so just I'm going to change the variable name. Okay, so here the variable name get changed and instead of this one get printed 200. Okay, so if you want to perform here the addition of two numbers, okay, so we can also see. Okay, so if you provide here, if you put the plus sign between the two variables, okay, that is what plus sign means, what it's an operator. Okay, and a and b called as an operand. So if you put the plus sign between the two operands, so it is perform the some operations. So if you put the plus sign, that is going to provide the additions. Okay, so we can also use the, we can also write the statement like this way, system.out.println. Let me paste here. And if you want to see the output of a and b, so just I'm going to give a plus of a plus b. Okay, and this one. So that means what is going to be happen here? Here is going to be happen a plus b, means addition of two variables. And okay, it is not going to store in the another variable. Okay, there is a no variable, third variable we don't have to store, but it's just a printing here the addition of two number. Okay, the plus sign is what? Concatenation. So here I am going to change the message, the, okay, so the value of, or you can say the sum of a and b. Okay, the sum of a and b is what you can say. So run as, you can click, you'll get here the a sum of a and b is 300. Okay, so if you use here a different side, that is minus sign. Okay, so you will get here the minus 100, right? You can see the minus 100, you are getting the same correct answer. Okay, but we are using here the plus. Plus is for the concatenation, is not operator here. Okay, so whatever we are going to provide here the minus plus, that is an operator. If you use the asterisk, asterisk for the multiplication. So let us execute. We will get the multiplication, okay, value. So that is what 20,000, right? So this one, okay, what you are writing in the double quote, that doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the example, right? So okay, for the today, so I am going to stop here. Okay, only two examples I completed. So in the next class I am going to elaborate the data types one more time. So I am going to elaborate, extend this program in the next class. Okay, so do the practice. So I have covered here the two programs. Okay, whatever you want to do means, the value I want the declare the variable different ways and print out their values. You can assign their values. Okay, you can try with the float, you can try with the character, you can try with the string and the print that value. Okay, declare the all kind of the value and you can print that one. Okay, you can write this program, different kind of values you can check. Okay, so that is available in this way. Okay, you can see. Okay, this one byte, short, integer, long, okay, or float, character, string. Okay, you can declare and assign, and you can declare, you can assign. Okay, you can see here, you can declare or you can assign, and then you have to print the data. Okay, so do the practice for this one. Okay, today